Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Sam and Adhrash.
Pleasure meeting you too.
We were chatting a little while ago, you have a very rich experience in the gem and jewelry industry. And what happens is, when you have an employee mindset, you get used to fixed income, per month you get a salary. So not many people, after let's say 10 years, if somebody wants to start a business, it becomes little difficult. It's not impossible. So what motivated you to start your own business and the choice, lab grown diamonds? I would like to know, and our viewers would also like to know.
So basically, after working for so many years, like I said, I did my jewelry design and manufacturing from SNDT University. And by the age of 21, I started working. Till then, it was non-stop. And for 20 years, I worked. And then I went to Paris to do my MBA in luxury brand management. And when I saw over there the kind of retail and the brands and the way they've exposed the jewelry industry, I changed my mindset and I said I wanted to come back and build a brand in India. And
so any particular brand that is your inspiration?
For me, Van Cleef and Arpels to me is...
It's too high end.
Yeah, I know, that's too high end. But, when you see such kind of beauty, where they're not treating jewelry just as jewelry, but a piece of art. And that's when you realize that, we should get a little bit more creative. Or, give... even if you have that kind of a mindset, automatically, you start thinking in that direction.
Exactly, right. You are very perfectly right.
And then when I came back, I wanted to understand a little bit more about the retail industry in India because I worked in the export industry and I wanted more exposure in the Indian market.
Yes.
I joined Anita Dongre. I worked there for 3 years and I enjoyed the journey. And after COVID, I realized that I wanted to do something on my own.
Okay.
Also, I come from a family that's a business background. And I was the only one who actually went out and worked. And, I also understand what it is being an entrepreneur, seeing my family, my relatives. So, and, Sam really was a inspiration and he really pushed me and said, why don't you do something on your own?
Behind every successful woman, there is a man.
There is a man. That is true. And then I decided that, I heard a lot about lab-grown diamonds. I started reading a lot.
Okay. During COVID or even before that?
I think it started during COVID.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I understood a lot about what's happening in the export industry, and in the US, it had already started picking up. And I saw so much value in it in terms of, the way it's made. Today, if a baby can be made, what is a diamond?
Exactly.
So then I started thinking about it in that way. And then I decided to start lab-grown diamonds.
So when was it, when did you start your own company? You must be remembering the date.
Yes, I started it in February 23.
Oh, yeah. Very recent. So you are just completing a year.
Yes.
So congratulations on your anniversary, I must say.
Thank you.
So what is your revenue model? How do you go about?
So right now our model is it's a private studio. Okay. It's by appointment only, and we are focusing a lot on one-to-one with our clients and customization. We have also started exhibiting in exhibitions in Mumbai and in India. So that we get visibility and people get to see, because it's very difficult to get everybody into the studio. So we're going out there. And right now, people take appointments on our Instagram, word of mouth from the exhibitions. They come to the studio, and most of the people know what they want.
Okay. So when I was going through your Instagram page, I could see that you have been doing a lot of pop-ups and exhibitions in 5-star hotels. So how many have you done, and have you also gone beyond Mumbai?
So I had done one in Ahmedabad, and we did and then I realized one thing was that people don't come back to you if you're not from the same city.
True.
So after that, we have decided to focus only in Mumbai right now.
So Sam, just wanted to know from you, what happens is doing an exhibition at a 5-star venue is rather expensive. So you may be having the best of products.
Right.
You must be giving very good service, I'm sure.
Right.
You must be having a database also.
Yes.
Motivating those people to come during those particular 2 days
Right.
is a challenge.
Right.
So how does the economics work out?
So, what I feel is, first of all, there are many exhibitions that happen. You have to pick and choose the right one, depending what kind of clientele. Because by now there is enough data out there to know in what exhibition what kind of clients come. So you have to choose the exhibition you want to be in, and the exhibitors themselves make a lot of effort to ensure that clients come to the exhibition.
The organizers.
The organizers.
The organizer.
Yeah,
I
they-
think mostly we choose is the organizer.
they make a lot of effort to make sure that people come to these exhibitions, and from our point of view we send messages to our database clients that we're exhibiting, and try to promote that way.
So far you have participated in an exhibition which is organized by somebody else.
Yes.
So do you also do your own private trunk shows or pop-ups? Have you started that activity also?
So in the studio, we do have we call a few people, and we do show them our new collections, and we do small pop-ups
Okay.
in the studio.
So what is the hit rate? For example, you send 100 invitations. How many people actually turn up? Because it's very low. If I may say so.
Right.
Right.
I think it's about 15-20%.
That's awesome. I
will
must
come. Will come. And how much it converts?
Converts,
always,
it's a rather small percentage, and to be honest, buying jewelry is more like an experience, like a story. It's not that they come. It's not like on the counter buy.
Yeah.
It's not artificial jewelry. It's not costume jewelry.
You're building relationships.
Yeah, you want,
Exactly.
and you actually want to give them what they really want. So they explain to us, and then our designers design as per what they really want. They choose what they like, and then there are certain alterations, etc., etc. So it's a journey. So sales cycle is a little long, but we have satisfied clients.
So how many exhibitions have you participated in so far?
4 exhibitions.
4 exhibitions. So did you recover your cost? I understand it's a marketing cost.
Right.
But ultimately, whatever sale you make, at least you subsidize your cost.
Right.
So where are you? Are you at break even, or it is still at investment stage? And
I would say we are still at investment stage. We had gone with the mindset that we are doing this exhibition purely as a marketing cost.
it's an outreach.
It's to reach out to clients, and when you are so new in the market, we will take time to when they suddenly come, they want to see the brand, they want to experience what jewelry is like, they want to talk to you. So our intention was to purely be out there.
Okay.
And not with the intent that we are going to sell. Whatever comes, in my opinion, was a bonus, and which I told her, whatever comes is a bonus.
Yes.
Let's be out there and let's showcase our brand.
I think the key is follow.
Yes.
Keep-
Very true.
with
So
the
you have a
database
team who
that
does
we
the
have.
follow? You have a team?
Yes, I have a team. For especially people who are on our Instagram, who are helping us promote the Instagram and everything. So they keep sending out messages. We keep updating our clients.
So can you share an anecdote of the first sale that you made? It must be a wow moment for you. So how did it happen? If you can share.
It was a wow moment, and it was a very, it had to be done in 5 days.
Okay.
And not one, I had to do 3 pieces,
Okay.
and not very easy pieces. But in
So start
5
from the
days.
customer. Who was the customer?
So-
And what was the
Yeah, so basically it was a customer that was not, it was a US customer.
known to you?
Known to a friend.
Okay. So
It was
through a
relative
reference.
through a reference, and then she contacted me, and she was a little, she wanted a few things here, there, all over the place, because she heard all the prices of lab-grown diamonds, and she was like, "Oh wow, only so much, 2 carat, only so much."
So what was the ask? Was it the ring, earring?
So I think she just first wanted to buy a pair of earrings.
Okay.
Because she realized how reasonable and affordable it was. So she went for like 1.5 pointers of earrings. And then slowly it converted into, what if I make a solitaire necklace? Then it went into a solitaire necklace.
Okay.
And then it went into a
Straight progression of necklace.
Yeah.
eternity band ring. So
Okay.
from one pair of studs, it became 3 pieces. And by the time she finalized and understood, and she was like comparing prices from Rappaport, and she had a lot of knowledge of
The natural diamond.
Of natural diamond. So means she was obviously very fond of jewelry. So being in America, she was also very knowledgeable that everything happens through Rappaport, and she started comparing all the prices herself. And she was mind blown. And then she said, okay, I'm ready to go for the studs, the solitaire necklace and the band ring. And I had only 5 days to make it.
So that
By
was
the
a
time
challenge.
she said, I'm leaving.
So eventually on the last day our fingers were crossed because in the evening was the flight and the morning was the delivery.
9 o'clock, we went to her place and delivered it to her.
Yeah. So it was quite a...
So this
And
happened.
in the 5 days, we also did a trial.
Oh,
So I think what Sam and I understood from that, it's so important to have a very good team behind.
back end is
Back end, your suppliers, your manufacturers, they have to be able to support you to make things easy for you.
So this happened, this sale first
Right.
happened how many days after the launch?
I think a month and a half.
Yes.
Pretty early, I must say.
Yeah. Not bad.
Because that's when everybody, like, all friends and family started sending out messages to everybody and telling them what I'm doing, lab grown diamonds, and then people were intrigued.
Okay.
So that was good learning
So
for
coming
us.
to the next obvious question, how did you go about making the jewelry, designing, manufacturing, packaging?
So
you can
I-
share something
Yes.
on that front.
So what I started was I already started building a sample. My sample line,
So designs you source from
I have my own designer.
your design bank?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you have a designer?
I have a designer
Hmm.
and I have some freelance CAD people.
Hmm.
So we have a good network of designer CAD, and I have set up with 2-3 factories.
Hmm.
So it's a good sequence.
Okay.
Once we decide on the design, we have a pattern that we follow, and there is a proper system.
Then she does the design.
Yeah.
Majorly
So
of
I
the
do the
design, the
design.
collections,
Because she's been
etc.
the
Yes.
industry for.
So that's
So
her...
what I have done is, before I launch, I first created a sample line of silver and CZ pieces. Because what happens is every client will always have something or the other that they want to change in it. So I did not invest in gold and lab grown diamonds.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did not, because of the way the prices were.
So even today you are selling silver and lab.
No. I made samples for silver and CZs.
Okay. But then when you get the order, you get it made in gold.
Yes. So the person can try, see, feel, touch. If they like it, then we convert. Then after some time, when we realized we were going to take part in exhibitions, we needed some live pieces. So then we created a small portion of live pieces in lab grown and gold.
How do you go about marketing? Most popular is, of course, the digital medium and Instagram. Are you trying any other avenues also?
So we've been talking about it. Like I said, we're still very new in the business. So right now it's more about exhibitions, Instagram, and word of mouth. And
But we have spoken to a few PR agencies.
Yeah.
We have spoken to them. We have, to be honest,
we have not yet
haven't
taken
done
anyone
much.
on board, but I think that is the next step.
But that's something that can be considered, some PR activities, and some lovely magazine today was someone presented a magazine, and I'm very keen to advertise in that magazine because it goes to so many people who actually want the jewelry, right?
Okay.
So
Sure, we can see it's a beginning of a relationship, and in
Of
fact,
course.
we met for the very first time.
At the retail jewelry.
yes, I'm aware.
I
Very
was
recently.
following you, but on LinkedIn already, reading your articles and everything. That's how I knew you.
Lovely.
Have you tried the influencer route, or what is your opinion about the influence?
I think you have to choose the right influence.
But have you done any influencer activities?
Not yet. I did one with actually I did twice with both the exhibitions. We did give out some gifts. But we didn't
So
get much
yeah,
traction.
so as she rightly said, the influencer
have
market
to
is also, there are a lot of influencers. You have to choose the right
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, who could-
And it comes at a cost. I'll be honest, it comes at a cost. So it's something that you have to trust and maybe take a call on. So we haven't gone the really high end way yet. We've done a few influencers, got some reasonable results, but yeah, influencer marketing is the next big thing, and if you go with the right kind, you can reach your brand to at least like 1 million people, for example. That's a lot of people.
How has been your online presence? I think your website is yet to be active.
At the moment, the website is almost
Almost
on the verge of getting ready. For online, we are very active on Instagram.
Okay, you get a lot of
Facebook.
reference from there.
Yeah, Instagram,
Inquiries
Facebook,
are there.
inquiries are there. But as I said, eventually all sales end up being more experiential, where people would like to come, have a discussion, and then do the sale. Because we are not selling pieces that are just off the rack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
They are not the commoditized particular.
So all basically all the orders are custom made, you can say.
We
Pretty
do
much.
have some ready pieces.
We have
but
some ready pieces, but
most
pretty
of
much.
it would be custom made.
So what is your take on this Valentine season, which has just begun?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are expecting good, or you
Yeah,
already have
I've already
received
started getting some requests, and
Yeah.
I'll be sending out 2-3 pieces now this week. So
Yeah, this is a.
I think the seasons work.
Okay.
People really like, when you start sending out the messages
Yeah.
for Valentine's and all, then they say, oh yeah, okay, Valentine's coming.
No, in fact,
The
this
discussion starts.
Valentine's Day was a big. We used to get a big peak.
Hmm.
There are
Yeah.
3 peaks.
Right.
One was of course Diwali.
Diwali to major.
Then New Year and Valentine's Day.
Right.
There used to be 3.
No, and in this space also the wedding season
Yeah,
also
for
makes a lot of
especially
difference.
the
There's a pre-wedding
solitaires.
season, and so then there is a June-July season, and then there is a October-November season where we expect a lot of spike in inquiries and obviously sales.
What are the typical price points where the customers end up buying jewelry?
So I think in lab-grown diamonds, people are okay to spend up to 1.5 lakhs.
Okay.
I think one bit up below 3.
So typical solitaires do well.
Yeah, solitaires do well. A lot of people are coming for classic solitaires.
Okay. So considering your 1-year journey, how has been the experience? Are you happy, satisfied?
Yeah, very happy. But of course, there are lots of challenges, lots of more things that we're working on in terms of, financing, investors.
Are you looking at opening a store sometime?
Yes.
Yeah, 2000. That's what we were debating last evening only. So 2024 should be the year, or 2025. So we are still debating, but it definitely we need to have a presence in the market,
But
and
we
we will be there.
also feel like we want to try our hands first on online before we get out into the market. So I was asking you, what is your take on the online market in India?
So we'll talk about it. So congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Pleasure
Thank
meeting you.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.